I've never been to Durham before, so loving it out here. It's beautiful out here. And the people to the atmosphere, gorgeous, gorgeous place.
I feel like I can ask you this without being weird. The ladies, tell me about the ladies. How the Durham ladies treating you?
Well, I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. I just got here last night, so you are one of the few ladies that I've seen. But I've seen a few walking in, and yes, definitely some lovely.
Winning, right? Yeah, South African ladies doing this thing. But yeah, man, you said you haven't been here in a while. You are back for the MTV African Music Awards.
Yes.
Definitely the biggest night in African music. You got a lot of pressure, you got a lot of competition. This is like the Neo show. This is like a whole lot of African superstars, and you get to collaborate with them. I mean, how exciting is that for you as a person coming from outside to come here?
That's honestly the most exciting thing for me. You know, so I feel like music is that thing that knocks down all barriers, be it language barrier, age barrier, whatever the race barrier, whatever the case may be. So me being out here, being able to collaborate with artists from the other side of the world, it's a privilege. And I don't look at it as competition. I want everybody to win. Like it's about giving the people the best show humanly possible, and I'm happy to be a part of that.
We're happy that you are a part of it too.
Let me tell you something. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary as MTV, as a network.
Nice.
And I've got to direct this towards you because it brings into question the whole thing about longevity, and you haven't been in the game as long as you've been, right? How do you sustain yourself as an artist, and what's the game like now compared to like back in 2005, for example?
Well, the game now compared to when I first got in, it's definitely a little different now. You know, streaming is kind of taking the place of CD sales and all of that, which is all cool, fine and good. You know, I feel like people are getting to the music more now than ever, just not necessarily always the right way. You know, which is something that we got to work on. You know, just as a people, we got to get people back to where they respect the music enough to where they will pay for it. But longevity, I feel like it's just about being true to yourself, man. Like I'm not the guy that's out here trying to follow trends. I'm trying to be the trend. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I do and let the world chase me as opposed to trying to chase the world.
Yeah, and you've obviously like done a whole lot of different music, like from back when you started to the music that you're making now, constantly changing, constantly evolving. Where's your musical head at right now, Neo 2015? What's going on with you?
I don't know. Album number 6 is in stores right now. Album number 7 is on the way. I'm currently trying to figure out what album number 7 is going to sound like. I'm looking for the next sound. I might find it out here in Durham.
That's a big number, 7. It's a lucky number. It has to be good.
But also, not a lot of people get to number 7, yeah?
Very true. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. People here are responsible for the fact that I'm still around, and I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, let's open it up to the floor. Any questions for Neo? He's dying. He's dying to ask him a question, please.
My man in the nice hat. I see you have your hand up.
My man.
How you doing, sir?
It's a pleasure to ask you a question, sir. And this hat that I have is inspired by you, most of it. So basically, I've always wanted to ask, or willing to get the opportunity to actually acknowledge and ask you that usually I've studied your sound for a lot of years. And you're one of my true inspiration when it comes to what I do soul harp. So basically, in most of your songs that I hear you do, there's a lot of harmonies that you do. I've always wondered how you do them because they're very, very artistic and very creative. I think no one does it like you. I think I picked up around that you do probably almost like 7 to up than that. So I thought that it's really creative. It's one of the strongest things about you that I really like artistically. I just wanted, how do you do that?
Well, first off, let me say thank you for noticing at a time where, you know, harmonies and whatnot don't get the respect that they once did. You know, nowadays it's about that monotone sound, which I ain't mad at either, but, you know, there's definitely something to be said about a nice harmony. In regard to how do I do it, I don't know, I'm not exactly understanding the question. I mean, how many times do I stack each note, or how many notes
I think it's all about the creative process, technically, like, yeah, so how many stacks do you do? Because a lot of people, right, before you answer that, he noticed it, but a lot of people, because you do maybe what can be regarded as popular music, they get very surprised when they find out you can actually sing. Right? Like for example, when you got your deal, you were out there like chilling in Elliot's office and you sang and you realized, look, I'm dealing with an artist here. And at that moment, that's when you decided to sign you. And you weren't even trying to release an album, right? So maybe speak a little bit about that.
Another sign of the times. I actually sing. Wow. That's crazy.
It's just it.
The fact that I actually sing is like shocking to people. That's definitely a sign of the times. As far as the harmonies, I mean, you want them to sound nice and full, so you stack every note 3 times. I I mean, that's the secret. I feel like everybody knows that, but that's the secret. Stack every note 3 times, and you get that full sound. And everybody gonna sound like me. Here we go.
I'm not your engineer, so probably not.
Alrighty, next question.
I feel like with the same people asking questions. Everybody's
What's
shy.
going on
You know
This
him?
guy here.
You know him?
Yeah, I know this. What's up? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you too, man. How's things?
I'm good.
Family good? Cool. Listen, obviously I had the privilege of bringing you out of the Royal Albert Hall for an amazing show. You're probably going to be asked this loads of times, but what can we expect from your performance at the Mamas for tomorrow?
Well, here's the thing about a surprise. If you tell people, it's not a surprise. So, with that being said, watch the show.
No, Christians at the back. Can we get the Christians at the back, please? I feel like we haven't meet her back in a long time. P, I got you, but we'll get to you.
DJ Savvy.
Modern, someone else.
Yeah.
Yo, that means hello, by the way. DJ Savvy from YFM. Look, man, when it comes to your songwriting skill, it's freaking amazing. And throughout the years, it seems like it gets very personal, you know. Listening to the Red album, you tell a different side to your story. Now, not talking about yourself, because when one look at the songs and the artists you worked with, you know, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, the list is endless. Who is within the list right now, you know, because you worked with almost everyone. Who else would you like to write for? Not sing with, but this time around you write for. Yeah.
Good question. Janae Aiko was just up here recently. I would love to do something for her. I love her vibe. I love her spirit. I love that, you know, the music is so important to her, as opposed to the image and the scandal and the controversy and all the stuff that doesn't really matter in the first place. I like that it's about the music with her, so I'd love to do something for Janae. Let me see. I want to do something for our living legends. We got legends that are still alive. Patti LaBelle is still alive. Anita Baker is still alive. You know what I mean? Aretha Franklin is still alive. I love to get in with some of them. Shaka Khan is still alive. I want to get in with some of them. Me and Stevie Wonder are on the same label, and I ain't working with him yet. We got to figure that out. That's what I want to do next.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is so awesome.
It's an awesome hit list. It's like a bucket list. We've got another question over there.
Oh, you're speaking to Carlton Lohar from up in TV, Uganda. Yes. Now, Mayor, you're in Africa, you're in African land. List for me a few artists that you listen to and you really feel their music and you're like, those African artists are doing it big.
I'm about to expose my ignorance right now. I don't really know very many African artists, to be completely honest with you, but that's why I'm here now. That's why I'm happy to be here, so that I can educate myself on what's going on in the music scene on this side of the world, because I genuinely don't know. But I'm happy to be here again, and happy to be a part of this show. And whenever I'm not on stage, I'm gonna probably be somewhere in the audience just being a fan and watching what everybody else is doing, because I want to.
I mean, I remember speaking to you, say, 7, 8 years ago, and you mentioned that you had an animated series coming out. You remember that? What ended up happening with that?
It's still in production. See, the thing about
7 years later?
7 years later, yes. See, the thing about me is that you're not gonna see it until it's right, bro. That's it. I don't care how long it takes. You're not gonna see it until I feel it's all the way right, and it ain't all the way right yet. So just keep your eyes to the sky, ears to the ground. You'll hear it, see it, it'll be around.
2 more questions.
Can we get one over here, please? The gentle sister here.
Hi, my name is Tegan. I'm born and bred in Durban. I work for independent newspapers, just around the corner here actually. This is a world-class city, obviously. So I want to know what your plans are to do after the Mamas. Surely you're going to be a little bit of a tourist and go around and do a couple more things.
I'm gonna find somebody that knows their way around and have them show me around. That's how you do the tourist.
Got you!
If you have time, try and make your way. I'm Shanga side. That's my hometown where I live. So try and go down.
Yeah, we'll do a beach day.
Thank you.
Can we take one last question? One last question, please.
I think she just invited me to her house. I'm not sure.
Okay, one last question.
This is the very last.
There we go.
Hi, my name is Jabswani from Gagas FM. A lot of artists always consider themselves as their biggest competition. So with you